Hello there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 episodes remaining in Boardwalk Empire Season 3. What a fantastic season it has been thus far. We are now up to episode 10. So what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting a shot. And this episode is titled A Man, a Plan. It sounds like a banger. Last episode was a banger. Let's hope we can continue this momentum as we head towards the final 3 episodes of the season. And I'm excited to see where we go in the final 2 seasons. I know we haven't even finished season 3 yet, but I'm just excited to see what direction they take seasons 4 and 5, because it seems like we're connecting with a lot of characters on a federal level this season. So I'm interested to see how higher up can we go? Can we go international? Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, I'm very excited to see how it all plays out. This episode, like I said, is titled A Man, a Plan. We're going to get into the reaction. We're going to have some fun with this thing. And as always, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. Recording this exactly right after finishing episode 9, so hey, this is a trio that needs to get away from Atlantic City ASAP. Forget about Margaret and Owen. These 3. Hey, Whiskey just washing up on the shore.
Maybe it's a sea serpent.
What's this? House of the Dragon Season 2? Rhaenyra's gifts? What the heck?
Summer and
Very mayoral egg.
Hey, even King Neptune going for the whiskey, man.
Said it was crazy out there last night. The waves were coming out every which
fucking
way.
ocean, Tonino! Doing what it's supposed to! Why the fuck ain't he?
Could have been little waves.
What? My cousin Franco, he's new. Whole side of the family's fucking yammeries.
Tell me about these waves.
Well, actually,
He don't know shit. He worked on my uncle's fishing boat when he was a kid, so he thinks he knows.
Your father was a fisherman, huh?
All his life.
So how come you don't know this shit? His father was your uncle, right?
Is it me, or is Jip Rossetti unintentionally hilarious? Like,
Fucking Sinbad over here.
man, any moment with Jip, you just think to yourself, someone's losing their life.
No peddlers.
I'd like a moment to...
Oh, go away. I'm not to buy nothing.
Perhaps you'd like to discuss this in back?
It is from Norway.
Cicero, but it's made by a real Norwegian.
My wife.
Sound like you from Norway.
My wife. May I?
Aquavit.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
$6
it's
a
good.
bottle.
You give 4 to me, I give 20.
Very well.
If anyone asks, that is water. Hey, she's an informant, man.
You come back later, yeah, I have more money. And I buy more.
Later, yes.
That's a loyal customer.
Thank you.
Certain individual is manifesting every sign of erratic behavior.
Jess Smith is Harry Doherty's problem.
In my estimation, the Attorney General is rather perfectly suspended between the bonds of loyalty and the need for self-preservation.
So let the son of a bitch hang.
Preservation.
Yes, indeed, but in the meanwhile, likelihood is high that Jess will say anything to anybody regarding everyone he's ever met. Such is the nature of hysterics. Some finesse would be required. Fortunately, I have experience in these matters.
What does that cost?
40,000.
In the fishbowl.
Are you there?
There are men who would do it for $10.
And you're free to hire them. I hope you don't choose a surgeon on the same basis. In both cases, the outcome can be unexpectedly messy.
You'll get paid when I see the results.
Man, Means is making a living, man. 40,000 a pop each time.
Why are you leaving so early?
I'm only doing my job.
Right. Maybe she needed your help removing a pea from under her mattress.
Stop filling your head with foolish notions.
Say it how it is, Katie. You deserve better.
And prove me a fool.
I'd be happy to. At the altar.
Ah!
Really?
What about the...
We'll discuss it later.
What about the future he's planning with Margaret to go... Hey, don't. He gonna leave you at the altar. He gonna leave you at the altar. False promises. False promises. He sold you a dream. No.
It's Katie's birthday tomorrow. And I'll be damned if I know what to give her. And truly be damned I choose wrong.
A woman's touch.
I'm at your mercy, Mrs.
Well, let's discuss the possibilities.
A wedding ring.
You can bring the car around. I'll be down shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Mr. Kessler knows what's up, right? He knows. He knows. Surely.
You shouldn't toy with him. He sees more than you think.
He's only seen us talking. And soon he won't see us at all.
I haven't a clue. But Emmett's a mate from years back. He'll set us on our feet. And if it doesn't suit us,
We'll live among the Indians.
we'll give it a go at least.
Listen, she needs to really...
Katie?
I'll leave one morning. Tell her something that sounds convincing, and she'll never see me again. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama.
You yammering about?
It's a palindrome.
A what?
A word or phrase spelled exactly the same backwards or forwards.
Like mom.
Or imbecile.
Well, no, that's not.
The hell is Owen? I'll go see.
A man, a plan, a canal.
A man, a plan. What is it?
A man, a plan, a canal.
I have a fucking headache.
I'll tell you later. Sorry I'm late.
Fill him in.
Heard back from my contact in New York. Messeria goes to the Turkish baths every Thursday. Same time every week, 9 p.m. That might work. It's someplace on Christie Street. Popular with the locals.
Steamy, dark, people distracted.
Come up from behind, nice and quiet.
They got the mineral baths.
Is that fucking important?
Hey,
Tabs on Messeria all day.
Goyle asking the real questions.
No, you won't. You're going to Chicago.
What the hell's in Chicago?
Johnny Torrio. And with any luck, an army of men who'll help us out. With Masseria gone, we'll take Rossetti out. He'll be weak without Masseria's backing. So all that extra muscle will fall by the wayside.
Rats leaving a sinking ship.
We'll still need help. You pack your bags, too.
Tell me I'm going to Paris.
West Overton, Pennsylvania. You'll be met at the station by a man named Fahey. He'll take you to the Overholt Distillery.
Andrew Mellon's place.
What do I do when I get there? Get it up and running as soon as possible. We're taking over Remus's old operation, using Overholt as a base. We can export to Chicago or New York straight from there.
That'll take some money, won't it?
We'll take the train to New York. Avoid Tabor Heights.
And who else with you?
Agent Sawicki will be enough. I'll flash my badge. Distract Messeria's bodyguard. And give me time to do my business.
Owen
It's not
might
that I
never
doubt
come
your
back.
ability. I just saw this as a bigger operation.
More men, more chance for mistakes. This job doesn't call for an army, just patience and opportunity.
Don't you have valises to pack?
Listen, covert operation, more amount of men.
Booze is
Much
out
better
there,
like this, less
but sooner
complicated.
or later, this Michigas will go the way of the ostrich feather.
Yiddish, Meyer? I can't think of a more obvious route to my acquiescence than shared commonality.
How about a good idea?
Hey, you're the one who always said to look where no one else is. That's what this deal is.
50 pounds of heroin for 100 grand.
You know what a shot to nothing is? It's used in snooker. It's a shot in which a player attempts a difficult pot, but with safety in mind, regardless of his actually potting anything.
Sounds like nothing for nothing to me.
On the surface, yes, but
The best case scenario for these guys, right, is obviously to sit back and wait and see what happens with Nucky, Joe Masseria, and Gyp Rossetti, right? Unless their hands are forced and Gyp Rossetti does something to them. Obviously, we had the explosion, but it seems like they don't want to go to war. And the best thing for them to probably do is just sit back, wait it out, and see what happens, who prevails. But I don't think if Nucky prevails, he's going to be too kind to these guys in the future because they turned their backs on him in this situation. But they have the heroin route, which is an alternative. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I think all these, man, these actors, they're all fantastic. They play the parts so well in
by
this show.
design. In the event of his missing, he leaves his opponent in a position of being unable to strike back. We're on the verge of a war. Charlie, you heard it yourself. Nucky Thompson's about to move on Joe Masseria, and until such time as one of them is dead, it would be unwise to venture into any new deals.
What if the deal won't wait?
A deal will always wait. And a fool will always rush in. I like the concept, boys, but the timing leaves much to be desired.
I think Rothstein's right here. Gotta be a little bit more patient. Stuffed up his opponent.
What's wrong?
It pains me to bring you this news. It's Jess.
What the hell is he doing? Stop him before someone sees him.
And what then, huh? A panicked man drowns both himself and his savior. You need to keep yourself afloat.
The other day, I walked into the bathroom, he's talking to himself in the mirror.
Means is a shifty individual,
In the
man.
yard, burning money.
He's so good.
When Judgment Day comes...
He's a slippery little fella, man.
He'll be in a hospital, eating Jell-O. But he'll be doing hard time.
My neighbor's dog. Meanest thing on 4 legs. Nobody can get near him. But he sees Jess, and the tail starts wagging.
I had a dog just like that as a boy. Damn near broke my heart when we had to put him down.
I wouldn't even know who to talk to about a thing like that.
$40,000, and I promise you, he won't feel a thing.
40 bags is a running joke at this point. 40 bags for this, 40 bags for that, 40 bags!
I'd prefer if you waited by the car.
I'm supposed to go with you no matter what.
That might prove embarrassing for both of us.
I'll keep 10 paces behind you and wait in the hallway. That's the best I can do.
Very accommodating.
I can imagine what you're thinking, but I assure you I'm only the messenger. The bishop himself has determined that this experiment has run its course and would prefer that the hospital's resources be applied to other areas, effective immediately.
What about the women who've been coming?
They will have to seek their information elsewhere. You needn't bother with the chairs. The cleaning staff will move them out.
No offense, I wasn't even that invested in Margaret's little
I suppose I should say that
side quest this season.
I found a great deal of what went on in here very educational.
It was pretty good, but I feel like a lot of scenes were wasted with Margaret's side quest. I don't know, that's just me. I wasn't as invested in that side quest per se.
What's the difference between a catfish and an Italian?
What?
One's a filthy, scum-sucking bottom feeder, and the other is a fish. I'll get up there toot sweet. Thanks for the drink.
Yo, he might send a message back down. And that message might be McCoy's body. Yo, Van Alden making a name for himself. Listen, allow it, man. Go retreat with your Norwegian wife.
Yes. Good afternoon.
At lunchtime, I surprise my customers with akavit. Very happy to drink.
I'm glad to hear that.
Please.
For you. It's from my wife's oven. I believe you call it lefse.
FC, akavit, like I am back home.
Oh, he set him up.
I am sorry.
Yep.
Big pardon?
Call a taxi, mister.
I did not.
We got a car out front waiting for you anyway.
They do not give me a choice.
Am I under arrest?
Like you're back home.
Has his grandma,
Like you're back home.
But everyone needs a dad.
Van Alden can't catch a break, man.
You're right. You know why he's here, don't you? Huh? You. Strutting around like some mongrel bitch in here.
Richard, Dad, stop.
Shut up! I'm still your father. And I won't have you spreading your legs for some sideshow freak.
No! Stop it! Stop!
Will you pay a dime to see this? Get off me!
Richard?
Apologize. Fuck you!
Richard, please.
Apologize. I'm sorry. To her.
You just know Richard was going to F him up, man.
The money's just to get us started. Mine with me. We take care of everything after that. All you gotta do is sit back and collect.
Everyone that has such promise in this show, whether it be Richard, and I forgot the girl's name, Tommy, for instance, there's something there, right? There's something there. There's a little bit of hope there. There's, you know, there's promise. Van Alden, even, and his wife, you know, we know what Van Alden's been through. We know the type of character he is. But, you know, to do a complete 360 with his character, and I've read up on some of the episodes from season 2 or early season 3 on Reddit. No spoilers for following episodes, which is good. But everyone seems to love the direction they take with Van Alden. It's like, I find myself loving Van Alden. A lot of people have been saying that, and I agree with them. I'm just like, I want what's best for him now. I don't know. I just feel like he's been through so much shit. I'm just like, but everyone with such promise has something holding him back. There'll be an event or someone that just tends to hold him back. And whenever Richard has something good going on, for instance, her father would walk in and ruin the moment, or then you got Gillian on the other hand, preventing him from doing certain things because she's got a hold of him. The same goes with Van Alden. The guy cannot catch a break.
That's what I say.
Che sì? Sei fottuno ai femmine diddi? Per no pertuso non te l'inso.
What?
Ma che sono? Che so facce tutto gente, come se
s3ep10. Double, boom, boom.
I like how you can still see the scars on Luciano from the explosion. Or like sort of the bruises.
Non mi interessa più.
That's bullshit. And now you're being rude. English, so my partner understands.
You want English? Fine.
Rothstein said to wait,
Such a
man.
good deal. Now you come to
He
me,
said the
eh?
deal is always
You
there.
go to your socio d'affari, the other Joe, Rothstein.
Mr. Rothstein has reservations about entering the heroin trade, more than likely because his business is suffering.
I got reservations too. Like I don't trust you.
Mr. Rothstein's hesitancy, coupled with our narrow time frame, make it necessary for us to expand our search for a partner.
Naturally, we thought of you.
Natural. 100,000. What else do I get besides the profit?
Lucky Thompson. She's thinking about making a move.
Oh.
Make a move on me. How you know this?
We have a deal now.
With our friends, we can provide you with information. How long do you think your luck will hold out?
He might add extra security now.
Fine. We have deal.
That little bathing place he goes to,
You tell me then.
he might change it up.
What information you got about Nucky Thompson?
Nucky Thompson. Of course we don't hear it, because the plan with Owen Slater is going to go tits up.
1,200 cases. That's bigger than Nucky's order.
Everything of mine is bigger than Nucky's.
It's a lot of trips back and forth to Rum Row.
I know, I've seen it.
17 boats? More like a navy. He'll have no problems.
Unless you run into one of them rogue waves.
How's that?
Strap it up,
My
strap it
cousin
up.
Franco grew up on boats. The last captain lost part of our shipment. Franco said, because of rogue waves.
Well, yeah, at least that's what it sounded like.
He's a shitty sailor, this guy. More than likely half in the bag.
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't?
Your boy's right. When the winds shift like the other night, the sea can pretty much have its way with you. Especially if you're busy staring up at the fucking stars.
The fuck do I know? My father laid bricks for a living.
Not to worry, Mr. Rossetti. The ocean and I have an understanding. You'll get your booze on time and intact.
This guy is hanging on by a thread, I'm telling you. He just needs to learn to shut up.
It won't happen again. We all go a little haywire at times. You don't. Not even when we were kids. You knew what to do, when to do it.
How long do we have to stay here?
I have a feeling with the information Lucky gave
Not for much longer.
Masseria,
Soon we'll all leave and
he obviously knows
see what adventures await.
that someone's going to make a move on him.
This is our room, and there's no kitchen here.
But they might be able to pinpoint Owen and the agent.
Back home. Everything will be swell then.
Like they may know who to look out for. And they may know he's going to be set up.
Good night, dear.
So I think, yeah, like I said, Owen and Margaret's fairy tale is going to be cut short. She going to be stuck in this game, I'm telling you. He ain't returning from his little trip wherever he's going to.
I wish I could kiss you.
Hey. Like I said when they first met, ship this thing, baby. Ship it. Ship it to the ends of the earth. At World's End, Pirates of the Caribbean style. Ship it.
Owen?
Chalky, in Sophia.
Hey, more chalky white. I'm not complaining.
Know who I am tonight?
What's that supposed to mean?
Had some trouble last time.
What do you want, Chalky?
Got cash behind me. I'm gonna cut you proper. Connections in the circuit. New York, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City.
Damn!
In the accent, I guarantee it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A club. On the boardwalk where Babette's used to was.
A Negro club.
Black on stage, white in the house. They doing it in Harlem. Packing them into the small hours.
This isn't Harlem.
Ain't Japan either. But there's a big hole out there. Money to be made. I know it in my bones, Nucky. And I'm set to do it right.
Hey, follow his
Ain't gonna
hunch.
be no juke joint with Barrel House coming out. This here gonna be elegant.
Follow his hunch.
Tuxedos and chandelabras.
Chandeliers.
Chandelabras.
I ain't got to spell them, just pay for 'em.
My guy said, my guy said chandelabras. I ain't gonna spell him, just pay for him. My guy, chandelabras. No. Chandelabras. I've never heard that in my life. Chandelabras. Nah, I'm dead. Chandelabras. Nah, okay. Woo. I ain't gonna spell it. I just gotta paper. Okay.
Nobody wanna see that.
I wanna.
Tuxedos and chandelabras.
The way he looks up into the distance. Chandelabras.
Chandeliers.
I ain't got to spell them, just pay for them. Nobody wanna see that wreck out there. Nobody wanna be reminded what happened. It's an opportunity. A chance for this
There's
time.
a dividing line. There's a line and you know that.
That line can move.
Hey, I trust Chalky's hunch, man. You never know.
Chalky, I have other things on my mind right now.
All you gotta do is say yes. I take care of the rest.
I just told you how it is. Why is that hard to understand?
Damn, man. Don't turn him down. Oh, he actually genuinely feels hurt by this.
You ain't the only one be thinking.
Come on, man. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes, please.
See, I can understand a fella gets lost once.
He's the only one you can really trust.
Things on his mind, gets off the wrong gal stop. That can happen. But twice.
As I said,
So you're one of O'Banions.
Oh.
I barely know the man.
That's why I had you pack an iron at the yard last week.
Please, sir. I am providing for a family. I failed to eschew evil, but I'm trying.
You tried 5 blocks deep into my territory.
Oh, damn.
Right now you're gonna pay me back.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell me everything you know about O'Banion's operation.
Van Houten cannot catch a break.
Jess, you're awake at an unsettled hour.
What are you doing here?
The Attorney General was detained by the burdens of state, and nonetheless, he expressed concern regarding your well-being. And
You're holding a gun.
yes, indeed I am. I routinely carry a firearm in the course of my manifold duties. But why is it unsheathed, you may well ask, in the confines of the Park Wardman Hotel? Well, now.
How much is Harry paying you?
On a weekly basis.
To murder me.
Now, Jess, these are the fever dreams of a restless imagination.
He called you in. He looked you in the eye.
And he said, I want you to. Oh my God.
Yo, Jess really been going through it, man.
Would you like me to put the weapon away? I'll just, and then raise my hands, I guess.
Yo,
Have you ever
means
killed anyone?
you're getting paid 40 bags for this, bro. Don't stuff it up.
I'll share confidence.
$10 could have done the job, like Nucky said.
Actually have brought down the curtain. That is a hanging offense, after all.
I've never really brought
you
down
how
the
easy
curtain.
it is.
That's one way to explain it. Man, he got paid 40 bags. He didn't really even have to do it. The guy he was meant to kill did the job for himself.
Nobody comes in. Make a beast.
See? 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 They got the heads up on it. This ain't gonna end well. I told you. I knew it.
Yeah, let me get to it.
Yep, and you have the cut right there of Margaret waiting. You know it's not gonna be her finest hour here.
You're sitting in the dark.
David, please.
This craziness should all be over in a few days. You don't believe me?
I didn't say anything.
I can't say I blame you. The way I bollocksed everything. Is that the right word? Is it bollocksed?
You said it correctly. And quite appropriately as well.
Chandelabras.
I guess between you and Owen, the old country's starting to rub off.
Every bottle accounted for tonight. That's 1,200 cases, 24 bottles per. That's 28,800 bottles. See? That's mad. That's useful. That's what my father used on account he laid bricks. Built churches, bridges. Came home at night, he smelled like sweat, not fish. Broke his back, dead at 50. Laying around in a fucking boat, he would have seen 100, but not him. Not fucking him. Not like your father. Right, Franco?
Please, Mr. Rossetti. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Please. Donito. For the love of Christ.
Chip, he's my mother's brother's kid. He didn't mean no disrespect. He's just a fucking know-it-all. Break his legs. Anything. Not this.
It's his cousin, man.
Please.
I told you, Franco was hanging on by a thread.
Chip, it's my blood.
Fucking family, man.
You know how it is.
Hey, you're a lucky fella, Franco.
Give me that.
He's gonna get his cousin to kill him. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I respect you.
Nah, he's gone. He gonna send it. He gonna send it for 6. It's good. standing. Like, you're just there, heads out of the sand, helpless. He wasn't even putting, man. That was the driver right there. This was like a par 6, and he was sending his head freaking like 300 yards.
You owe me.
Wow, Jip kills his cousin, and he still owes him. Insane levels.
Loki. What the fuck do you want?
There is a delivery.
Oh. Oh, it's gonna be...
What time is it?
Almost 4 a.m.
I told you, it's gonna be a body. Yeah, it's gonna be a body. Yo, this Amazon same day delivery. Amazon shipped a body.
What's this?
It's a body. This Bad Boys 2 style, baby. It's a body, I'm telling you. What's in the box?
Get back in your room. Close it up. Close it. Close it. Margaret, don't.
Man, Owen was formidable too, man. He was good muscle.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
I told you that fairy tale was gonna end.
Stop.
And now he came to the realization. Man, listen, I know Owen had an off-screen death, but I just feel like that was more impactful having the body delivered like that in a box. That was insane. Yo, Richard! My guy! Under the boardwalk. Oh, man. Oh, man, the rogue waves again. The rogue waves. No way, the rogue waves. Jip Rossetti, bro. Strap up the shipments, man.
Margaret? Margaret, open the door.
Interesting. Owen was becoming like he was a prominent character. But I didn't expect him to be killed off screen. Or like, you get what I mean? Like, but we knew it was a dire situation.
I haven't a clue.
Nonetheless.
But Emmett's a maid from years back.
Like, we knew as soon as you saw him rock up with the agent and you heard the drums, that it was the end of him. And I think Lucky Luciano probably, probably pointed him out to Masseria to target him, or like just gave him the heads up about, you know, what he looks like, who he is, which one he is, and obviously gave him the heads up that, you know, Nucky was going to make his move, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And I'm guessing they kept the federal agent alive because you don't want that on your hands. You don't want to kill a federal agent and then have them hounding your ass. So I'm guessing he might have been kept alive and been paid some hush money to shut up, or just, you know, beat the crap out of and given a warning. I don't know. But yeah, there goes Owen Slater, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Cox. And hence we get Daredevil. But yeah, I thought he was a great character. Like, I actually liked him. But yeah, you just know that fairy tale with Margaret wasn't going to work out. But listen, the way they portrayed Owen as this muscle earlier on, he was a savage, man. Like, he was an enforcer. And it's just sad to see him go out like that in a box. But yeah, Joe Mazzaria's people, man, you don't F with them. You don't F with him or them.
He'll set us on our feet.
I guess you needed them.
If it doesn't suit us, well...
You needed a prominent character get taken out by Joe Masseria to show how threatening they really are.
I'll give it a go, at least.
We already know they are, but like...
And Katie?
No one's safe.
I'll leave one morning. Tell her something that sounds convincing, and she'll never see me again.
I'm pregnant.
Yo!
It's yours.
Damn! That was the car sex, right?
Do as you choose. Plans or no, I won't hold you to them. Say what you want. As long as it's the truth.
That diaphragm wasn't put to use.
The truth. Well, I'd like it to be a boy.
Yo, she gonna have to have sex with Nucky real quick.
Lucky's looking for you.
Mrs. Thompson.
Mr. Slater.
Yo, last 2 episodes are gonna be crazy. Last 2 episodes are gonna be crazy. The highlight of this episode was Chalky White, man. The Chandelabras. But him getting turned down wasn't a highlight. That sucks. Oh, man. Oh, man. What a fantastic episode of Boardwalk Empire, ladies and gentlemen. That was absolutely insane. I think episodes 11 and 12, they're waiting for me. It's gonna be hard not to watch them today. I might get into episode 11. I might get into episode 11. I really need to watch it. That was fantastic stuff. We just lost Owen Slater, ladies and gentlemen. We just lost Owen Slater. And we lost Franco too. We lost Franco, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it all goes down in the final 2 episodes. What's Nucky's move going to be now? Does he enlist Richard Harrow potentially? Now that Owen's gone, does he find that replacement? And you know, I think it might be better for Richard Harrow to get away from Gillian, but then again, is he gonna get caught up in that life and not be able to balance it out with the girl and Tommy? I don't know, man. I just want to get into episode 11. I think it's fantastic television at the moment, and I'm loving every bit of it. And I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions. As always, it's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace. Nah, I just have to make more comments about the episode, man. I stopped the reaction, but immediately I'm just thinking about that episode and how well it was made. And I think what made, like, I talked about, you know, us not seeing Owen's death, but I kind of felt it was coming. You get the sense that he was doomed being in that situation, rocking up to that, you know, that bathing or sauna place, whatever it was, that leisure place. You could tell he was doomed from the get-go with the drum beats that were being played, almost as if it was, you know, the sounding of the bells for Owen, and obviously his lifeless body just there and his eyes open, I think made it all the more impactful. But you know what was funny? Nucky just... Listen, that Babette's place got absolutely blown up. And, you know, you get a box at 4 a.m. Do you really want to open it in the Ritz? Like, it could be a bomb. Who knows? Like, do you really want to open it? But as soon as it was delivered, I knew there was going to be a body in there. And I want to talk about, listen, what Rothstein said this episode as well applies to kind of Chalky White. In a way where he's like, all deals will wait. Like, all deals will wait for you. They will always be there waiting for you. And I think, you know, what Chalky, you know, only fools rush into him. And obviously, Nucky didn't want to rush into it with Chalky. And I think that goes to show how smart Nucky is, maybe. He's not a fool to rush into that deal with Chalky White. Chalky White wanted him to say yes on the spot. But I feel like, you know... Nucky is a calculated individual, similar to Rothstein. And Chalky, even though he says he's been doing some thinking, I feel like obviously it's not as good. It's not as calculated as Nucky. But I still think Chalky White will get that deal eventually. And I want him to get that deal. I felt bad for him in that moment. But the deal will always be there waiting for you, Chalky. Don't worry. Don't worry. But I don't think, listen, he hasn't had, you know, those Rothstein words said to him. So, yeah, he doesn't have that type of composure to think things out. And then obviously he had the 2 heavyweights this episode, Rothstein and Masseria, playing games. And I think Masseria was playing some lawn bowl game, and that was juxtaposed. Oh, sorry. Rothstein was playing his pool game with Luciano and Lansky there, and you see the way Rothstein plays his game. He's calculated, he's collected, he's calm, calculated, and collected. He's very pragmatic, and he's always thinking ahead about, how he's going to squeeze his opponent, or, if he doesn't even make the shot, how can I compromise my opponent if I, miss my shot? Like, he's always thinking ahead. Like, what's the strategy? He's a great strategist, Rothstein. And then you juxtapose that with Masaria's scene, where he's like, recklessly throwing the balls, and then, he just tosses one and goes to talk with, Luciano Lansky. He says, all right, let's go into the deal. Let's get into the heroin business, without any, like, sort of, thinking about it or doing any prior research into the heroin market and what it can be like. He just, has these two guys offer it up to him. He's like, hell no, let's go into it. Whereas Rothstein, like he said, like he said himself, only a fool rushes into the deal. Those deals will always be there waiting for you. But it's just not the right time at the moment. And I think Rothstein is exactly right because of how, how hot it is at the moment. The volcano has erupted and everyone is feeling the effects of it. It's yet to, it's yet to stop its eruption, I feel like. And yeah, I think Rothstein is right to, wait it out a little bit and see what plays out with Nucky or Masseria, because like you said, one of them's going to end up dead. So it's going to be, interesting to see how it all plays out in the final 2 episodes. I just wanted to echo a little bit of more thoughts at the end of this episode. And listen, I guess the abortion education, or sort of like the prenatal care story arc with Margaret, came full circle this episode. I talked about it this episode, or was it last episode, about, me not really being invested in it. And I guess it came full circle this episode with her being pregnant. Like I said, you better F Nucky real quick. But judging by Nucky's reaction to Owen Slater, his body, judging by Nucky's reaction to seeing Margaret's reaction to Owen Slater, I think he knows what was up there and what was going on between the two. So yeah, if she says she's pregnant, I think he's gonna know it's hers, unless she, gets an abortion on the side from that doctor. So yeah, I cannot wait to see how it all plays out. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Been Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.